Fly Guys. Yeah, these guys make everything fun. Do they have much to do with the film we're showing tonight? No, nothing at all. But I thought that it's been so cold outside. It'd be great to have a lot of people here. And we know that these kind of guys, these flies, when they get together, they generate a lot of heat. Yeah, I didn't know that. Well, you learn a lot on this show because we're educational. This is the educational channel. I see you brought a little buddy with you here too, buddy. Yeah, I like him a lot. I keep him with me these days. He keeps me warm. Oh yeah, he looks like a little creature guy. Yeah. What's the film tonight? Well, we got a great one, and one that we haven't talked about here, folks. Film that, well, it comes from one of our favorite filmmakers, right, Flies? Yeah, they love it. It's I.Gordon. I.Gordon, you know him. He likes to make films about the, well, people that are, people and things that are real small or real big. He tends to be more of the big guy, right? Because, you know, I.Gordon, big and enormous, is really everything about him. So, but in this one here, he's sort of in this period here. He's kind of in a funk. We got him in 1962, and this is made directly between The Tormented, which we show. Oh, I like The Tormented a lot. Yeah, Tormented, that ghost film that he made, which is out of character for I.Gordon. Boy and the Pirate. Woohoo! I hate that film. Yeah, it stinks. Okay. Yeah, that one's no good. And also, though, the film right after this he did was the Land of the Village of the Giants. Right? Woohoo! Like that film, do you? I don't. Okay, I think it's stupid. Okay, but in this period, I'm wondering if he's kind of doing some quandary type of stuff, like, hey, I'm getting tired of working with big things, like puppet people and giant grasshoppers, and I want to deal with serious matter, right, like ghosts, right? And this film, he's sort of going back to the medieval period here, like King Arthur type of stuff, right? And what's the film? Well, the film is The Magic Sword. Woohoo! Yeah. Magic Sword, 1962. The film, okay, it deals with Sir George, whose girlfriend gets captured by this evil guy, Ladakh guy, and he has to rescue her. And how do you rescue her? Well, you have to get a magic sword. And he gets that from his stepmother, who is this witch-like woman, okay, played by Estelle Windward. And with this magic sword, he goes and battles various types of enemies and things, and he's got a bunch of other knights with him, and there's a lot of battles back and forth between them. The film was written by this guy named Schoenfield, okay, Bernard Schoenfield. He wrote a film way back in the 40s that I really like, Phantom Lady. Ooh, yeah, I like that. There's a great drum scene in there. Yeah, Elisha Cook Jr. playing drums like a crazy guy in that film. Well, he wrote that one, and he wrote this one too, so let's hope a little bit of that rubs off a little bit. Likewise, it's got Basil Rathbone. Woohoo, yeah, Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, we like Basil Rathbone. Basil Rathbone, he plays the doc, okay? He's the bad guy in this. Likewise, it has Gary Lockwood. Gary Lockwood? Yeah, you remember 2001: A Space Odyssey? Yeah. Well, he played that Dr. Poole. He played the one that got lost out in space and got kind of messed up like, right? The one that Dave had to try to go and rescue. Oh, yeah, it's not Dave. No, it's not Dave. Okay, but it's the other one. Okay, and he also was in Star Trek. He was the one where he got this mind control type of thing and became sort of like godlike. You know, kind of a scary one. Some other interesting things in this thing. Vampira is in this film. Whoa, can you believe that? Mela Nurmi. Okay, she plays two roles in here, the hag and the sorceress. So she's used well, okay, in this 1962 film, Vampira. Likewise, Paul Frees does some cool voice work in this thing. The special effects, what there are of them, dragons and battles and knights in shining armor doing stuff, and mysterious fog banks and things like that, and witches' tricks and so on. They're done by I.Gordon and his wife, okay, who actually did a lot of the special effects work for the I.Gordon. I like to think of this as being sort of a transitional film for him because certainly, again, he's not working in the traditional sense of I.Gordon, big stuff, right, type of mentality. Maybe he got tired of that. Maybe he got some press that was saying, hey, why don't you try something to be serious, right? Why don't you do Shakespeare? And this is getting close to doing Shakespeare, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah. So it's doing sort of this Middle Ages stuff, King Arthur type of crap, right? Which we tend to like. We take that seriously, don't we? Yeah. And so he tries that. He tries a boy and a pirate, right? Doing some some youth film type of things. A lot of film directors went off and tried to do some youth things. I.Gordon Lewis even did that. Remember, with Jimmy the Boy Wonder, right? Was his approach with kids, and of course he gave up on that real quick and did 2000 Maniacs and stuff like that. So was he going through a crisis here? I don't know, but certainly very quickly he says, well, my calling card is doing big things. So I'm going to go back to Village of the Giants, Food of the Gods, all of those big films that he's really going to make back in the 70s as well. But we like I.Gordon a lot. I like him. I like a guy who sticks to his guns too. Yeah, but you got to give him a chance to experiment, don't you? I guess. That's okay. Yeah, because if he didn't experiment, maybe he wouldn't have been able to come up with ideas for these Village of the Giants, or with things like the Food of the Gods, which became his major opuses. They're not the big, amazing, colossal man stuff. Oh, there's a colossal man. Yeah, I forgot about that, didn't you? Or things like The Beginning of the End. Oh, yeah, I like that. Or Dinosaur, right? King Dinosaur. We love King Dinosaur. But, yeah, he's doing pretty good in here. Let me take a look at my notes real quick. Another thing about this film. The original title for this film was not Magic Sword. It was St. George and the Seven Curses. Sort of like Hercules got all the labors and stuff like that. This guy's got curses that he has to deal with. So that's kind of cool. So I think that pretty much deals with the film. This is a really nice color print that we have, right? And it looks really nice, and I think you're going to really enjoy the Magic Sword. Magic Sword! Magic Sword! Magic Sword! How much does it cost? Magic Sword! Oh, you can't have it, right? Magic Sword! Magic Sword! Magic Sword. Okay, guys. Roll 'em.